It's live.
Yeah. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I, Tanushri Chatterjee, your host for this afternoon, speaking live from Avalon Shiksha Niketan, Kolkata. With me is Miss Rohini Lama, our moderator for the show, live from Avalon Shiksha Niketan, Shiliguri. Miss Rohini.
Tanushri madam. Good afternoon everyone and welcome viewers to the live show.
Yeah. So today we are going to have an eminent guest from the industry. Then we are going to discuss the interesting topic regarding changing priorities and challenges of hospitality industry. We from Avalon family welcome you all in the happy session. Just before going to the guest, we are going to have a small promotional video. I request our technical team to please roll on the video, please.
Okay, ma'am.
So this was a quick one from Avalon Shiksha Niketan. Avalon Shiksha Niketan offers industry-ready, government-recognized degree and diploma program in tourism, aviation, and hospitality. For more information, kindly log on to www.avalonshikshaniketan.com, or you can also connect to the helpline 956494080 or 9564940700. Let's welcome our guest, Rinku Mandal, who has been associated with many top-notch hotel industrial, top-notch companies for last 23 years. She has started her career with ITC, a small stint in Ramada, and from 2011 she has been associated with the Lalit. She is also a founder member of IPHA India. She has been invited by IHS to represent the Executive Housekeeper fraternity. She is also an external examiner of IIHM Dadar, Mumbai. We all welcome from the Avalon family, Ms. Rinku Mandal. And right now the question goes to you that tell us something about your journey in hotel industry for last 23 glorious years. Tell us something about it.
Thank you Tanushri and thank you Rohini for the nice introduction and big thanks to Avalon Shiksha Niketan for inviting me for this show. It is wonderful feeling to be with you all through this digitally. The journey so far is very nice, exciting, challenging. What I didn't learn in my initial 21 days, this pandemic has taught me in last 1.5 years. And not only me, on for all the hotelier, but everyone in every field, I think so. This is the outcome of the pandemic only where today we are meeting digitally and learning all these things. Otherwise, 1.5 year back, no one could have thought of such meetings and learnings. As far as my journey goes, major part of my initial year was with ITC and now with Lalit. So I think it's all.
Okay, as we are all aware of the fact that COVID-19 has affected all the industrial globally, including tourism, hospitality, and aviation. We have seen so many recessions and financial crises. Most recently, the crisis was 2008 crisis, where there was a major financial, but none of the crisis was as disastrous like the crisis of COVID-19. And we have seen shutdown of international borders, hotels, and many other industries. As a core management team, Rinku, I want to ask you one thing: like, what are the changing priorities now, and the challenges the hotels are facing after COVID?
Yeah, it's actually right now we all are going through this, and I will take 2 to 3 minutes to answer your these questions. As I earlier said, COVID has taught us a lot. Initially, when the lockdown started, there everyone thought it's a matter of few days and things will become normal, and everyone's approach and the priority was as per this thought only. But gradually, everyone realized it is not the matter of few days, and it's going on to prolong. And accordingly, approach and the priority has to be redesigned. And this pandemic has given us a new mantra. And you know what is the mantra? Mantra is survive, revive, and thrive. This pandemic has brought a question of survival for everyone: survival of individual, survival of businesses, and the industry, which is hit hard by this pandemic, is hospitality and the travel industry. When it becomes a matter of survival, then hotel changed its approach. And initially, hotel, which we were hesitant to take guests, started taking business of the quarantine guests, doctors and nurses, and doctors and nurses who are attending the COVID positive patients. Hotel staff also who were hesitant initially to come to the work, when it becomes a matter of survival for them, they change their approach. In this change approach of the hotel, now the emphasis is more on sustainability, hygiene, and exclusive experiences. The traveler approach is also changed. Now focus is on getting a safe and enriching experience, then in the lower cost also. In this approach, again, the focus went on to the lower the carbon footprints, complete biobubble level of hygiene, and adherence to COVID protocols by WHO. This is the best time to assess the situation and revive the operations to survive. Hotels are using this time to reset their operations, re-strategizing how they want and how they would conduct the processes and ensure the efficiencies in the post-pandemic world. The need of the hour is to revive the core competence, facilities, and the capability to create and plan and operations, the infrastructure for the post-pandemic travelers. To survive now, the hotels has to thrive for the quality and unique experience. This would mean ensuring the incapable customer experience and keeping the user at the core of all operations, following the global standards of survive and support. The core philosophy would revolve around the value of creation and opposed of short-term gain. The pandemic has made customers more concerned about the environment, sustainable practices, and the hotel has to adopt these to create a positive impact on the customer. And of course, they are waiting for their return. To provide the guest with the safest experience, the safety and sanitation and the guidelines is the priority and has to be followed. With these challenges of priorities for the hotel, the changing, for example, like identifying, the targeting the customer segment, sustainability is the most important, rethinking the top strategies and the top line management, evaluating the portfolios of the strategies, accelerating the digital transformations. These are the main important things. And key to sustain for hospitality industry is its ability, A, to reinvent themselves and to prioritize safety protocols. And this will enable the travelers and the customer to find the courage and conviction to do so without compromising on safety. The more important thing and the most important thing with the hotel industry has already started practicing the sustainability processes, reduction of food waste. In hotel industry, the food waste is huge. Use of environment-friendly cleaning products, biodegradable cleaning for chemicals for laundry, use of local materials to minimize the carbon footprints. Nowadays, a kitchen garden or chef garden is in trend. That is a new concept, and the hotels are taking as a USP of the hotel and giving a gift. Earlier, we used to give very costlier and everything gifts. Right now, they're giving a plant as a gift to the guest. And in Lalit, we have already started for last 2 years. But this is now has become become a trend. And plantation, this is a social responsibility. Hotels are also doing it. Another most important is digital transformations. To cut down your human cost, human resource cost, you need to do all these things. The latest use of environment monitoring system, automated alerting systems, sensor-based alarming, and contactless communication has so started only. With the change in priority, the luxury will also be redefined in terms of safety and cleanliness. And the new norms will be, believe me, the new norms will be less, the best. So these are the things actually keeping us on toes, and most of the hotel industry are working on this. Probably they have already completed few of them, and few of them are in the process. Yes, Anush.
Yeah, thank you so much for giving such updated information about what's going on in the hotel industry, like sustainability, core competence, and all, absolutely the new norm as to, the safe, the hygiene protocol is very important. So what are the changes in the hygiene protocol after post-COVID?
See, there are lots of, like, I'll say guidelines has come from the WHO and other things, but the protocols which actually in earlier also we are doing it, in the process of doing it, but right now the main thing, if you believe me, apps are the most important things. Apps for huge protocols, apps for functioning the already in our use today, like for example opening your door with the device. Now we are not taking a key to open the door, so the opening your door, room door, with the device, replacing your remotes and other controls, replacing them with other control panel, or we are keeping them in a disposable sealed bag, replacing the physical menus like with the QR code, or it has been displayed in the TV, calling the staff for room cleaning or the room service in a certain manner, that the tables are being kept outside for their amenities, or the room service person, when they're going to service the room, keeping a safe distance, wearing a mask, uh, gloves and other PPE kit. These are the things, like, that has become a common in the rooms. Like, you might find most of the hotels are sealing their rooms after cleaning by the room housekeeping, and you'll find a level that your room has been serviced, so you think you are the first person to entering into the room after the cleaning has been done. We are also informing the guest what type of products you are using to clean your room and to sanitize your room. It also, like, it also, guests are also doesn't want anybody to enter into their room after they check in. They want them to be complete quarantine. The hotel also tell the guest, if you want anything, then call us, or they're giving a device where they can directly contact, and they get all their amenities outside the room. The mask, the sanitizer, and the gloves, these are also kept in the room for their disposable. Bath linen could also be presented in a disposable bags. For all this, the staffs are being trained. They are getting trained, and they are almost trained actually right now, because it already we have completed 14 months in this lockdown situations. And in the restaurant also, the menus are on screen displays. or on the boards via apps, or there is a QR code on your table. The tableware is sealed in the envelopes. Some restaurants are preparing for cutleries, glassware, and table sets in a disposable and sealed bag. And individual sealed food portions instead of having a large food containers like buffet. Chefs are reinventing menus to suit this to suit this reality. Restriction on numbers of tables, keeping a safe distance, and in this the number of covers are getting less, but we are minimizing the number of covers to keep them a social distance. In some hotels also, if they are able to do it, they are also making the entering in the restaurant of the guest in one direction, and they are leaving the restaurant from other directions. In the public areas, the sensor based health faucets are being uh, in, uh, installed. The touchless water taps are being installed, and anti-microbial coating on sanitize all the sanitary wares has been already implemented, so that customer feels safe and they do not think that they are not uncomfortable, they are comfortable with this, they are more confident, so that they can visit your places. So these are the few things, and lots of other things are also coming in to keep this hygiene protocol.
Okay. Right. It's very informative. Like you have only given us everything about what are the hygiene protocol is currently maintained in the hotel industry. What do you think is the future of the hotel industry going forward? The things are not like a little bit difficult. We are passing through a very hard time. But then going forward, what do you think is the future of the hotel industry?
As you know, all like because of the travel restrictions and because of the partial closure of the borders, these are things has evolved. But in my opinion, this is a temporary phase, not only for the hotel industry, for all hospitality industry and travel industry also. And it is a temporary phase, and it will be over sooner or later. And then this industry will be bounced back. And in my opinion, by end of October or in the beginning of December, the things will see it will. I will not say it will come back to the normal, but it will start uh, operating, and everything will keep on. It will bounce back. So,
Okay. Fine. Very optimistic view that it is going to bounce back. We are also looking forward what Rinku is saying, because you are already been in 23 years, and what you are telling is really going to be some meaning for. The next question is, what are the job opportunities in hotel industry? Like, for example, those who are the viewers are mostly students and the aspirants. So, what are the job opportunities in hotel industry right now?
as I said earlier, also right now the situation is not very great because there are no business or the curtail business are there, and due to that the employees are being followed or laid off. But once this travel industry, believe me, travel industry bounce back, the people will be required in our industry, and the job opportunity will be there. And of course, I sometimes I feel the job opportunity will be more than before. So this is my take on this.
Right. You are yourself an expert, and you have been already had a journey of 23 years, long years. You also take part in recruitment when the last, like before the GM round, people come to whenever your department is taking the employees. So you are the executive housekeeper. So before the GM round, you are supposed to take the interview of the people, employees, new employees. So what are the qualities you look forward into an aspirant for hiring?
Now, in hotel industry, in our industry also, they all are having a small diploma or degree courses, and then they are coming for the job. So skill is always already there. They have a basic knowledge of everything. But if you ask me, as per me, I always give weightage to the attitude. So for me, like the attitude is the most important, and if they have a positive attitude, they will really shine in their areas. So for me, if you ask me, I give more weightage to the attitude, because of right attitude, and they can go as far as they want.
Fine. So right attitude is the key thing for getting a job in hospitality industry, and
Yeah,
that is what
especially in
take it.
hospitality industry, if you have a right attitude, you can rise
Definitely.
as much as you want.
Right. So what is the you are working for last 23 years, as many of them doesn't know, but you are having a family, a child, and how do you maintain your work life balance? It's very difficult for a working mother, especially, to have a balance with the work life and the job life, right? And that is one of the reason I have shifted to teaching industry. So, Gringo, tell me, how do you manage it? Because it's a 24 into 7, and very much, as a manager, you have to look, means you can't cut off like that and come to your family and take care about your family. It's very dedicated job, isn't it? So, how you manage it?
You want me to answer this question?
Sure, you have to answer this question because I have to also learn from you, isn't it? Like how you manage it for 23
Uh,
long years.
for me, the work-life balance is very theoretical. Believe me, in practically it does not happen. It may be happening with some other industries and in some other career options, but certainly not in the hospitality industry. I don't think so. And I'm saying all these things because with my experience. So if you think that you can do a work-life balance in hospitality industry, so either you are compromising with your professional activities or your personal activities. So believe me, work-life balance, theoretical, it's very nice to hear, but in hospitality industry, with my experience, it doesn't happen.
Okay, so that is a take from your
Yes.
personal view. Fine. Rinku, there are so many questions coming from the viewer end, but I think we will not be able to take so many questions. There are few questions. I will be a quick take on this. So we are like Avalon Shiksha Niketan is providing both diploma and degree in travel, aviation, and hospitality. So one of our viewers asking, after completing his BBA and or BBM, what are the career like? What can he join hotels? Like, how can he? What are the things like he has to look forward if you want to join hotels?
Yes, of course. Why not? This is a very dynamic industry. And there are lots of opportunities are here. We are looking for a people who are very dynamic and who are very confident and having an institute like you, where you people are, is they already inculcate all the uh, customer kind of experience which we want. It is already there in them. So the platform is already been made, base is already been made, and we just need to take them, and they are raw. We need to groom them, and they are the right people for our industry. So they have a very bright future over here.
Oh, that is very good news for everybody. The manager from Lalit is telling that the future is very bright for all of you. So keep looking. The next question again from the viewer: how much time will it take to for me to reach in the managerial position like you in hotel industry? So he is asking that how much time it will take to get into the managerial position like you.
See, with right attitude, as I said, and if you are willing to work, a little hard work also, of course, needed over here, because hospitality industry is, as I said, it's a little tough also, because at time you do not get time for yourself. But believe me, if you have a right attitude, at not more than 8 to 9 years, and you will be in this position. But to sustain in this position, yes, you need to be focused, and you need to be very focused in your work. You need to know how to. The leadership qualities, of course, is important here. If you gain we do not want a manager over here. We need a leaders, because Right now, if you see in this industry, managers, everybody is a manager on their own. So we need a leader and who can lead the team, and you have to be focused, and reaching the position is very easy, but sustaining the position is really tough.
So another question from our viewer, he's asking the what sort of leadership quality does a person needs to, go reach into the managerial position? What do you think, according to you, define leadership? Like they want to know how they can groom up to become leaders in the hotel industry.
See, who are the leaders? Leaders, you have to lead from the front, but it doesn't mean that you have to command. You need to know the strengths and weaknesses of your team members. You need to know what they want. You have to just show them the direction. You don't have to do the job with them probably, but you need to show them the direction. You need to be with them. They should have a confidence in you that yes, whatever they are doing, you are there to back them up. And believe me, the leadership qualities, you do not have to learn, or you do not have to read, you do not have to do anything. This all comes with your experience. So when you are working, the day when you start, the day when you enter in this industry, from that very same day you have to keep learning, keep observing your seniors, how they are doing it, how they are leading the team. You have to lead the team and you have to work with them. You need to be with them. You need to be very focused in your work, and these things automatically your subordinates, your colleagues will take them. You have to inculcate some values in them. The value of your own organization, that's very important. So these are the very few things which already automatically comes into you when you are working.
So thank you so much, Rinku, for giving us.
Sorry to interrupt. One of our live viewers from the live session has asked by Devanjan Mahato, what are the big brands in the hotel industry?
See, right now, the hotel industry has lots of brands actually, but the Marriott is coming out with a really acquiring all the hotels, and it coming up a very vast way. Lots of hotels are coming into the Marriott. Hyatt is there. Of course, you know the Indian hotels. I always prefer the Indian hotels because that has a value which actually people are learning from us. Like if you go to ITC, they say, it's not that I have worked with ITC and Lalit, but believe me, ITC says namaste, and in Lalit we say namaskar. After the pandemic, everybody from US to UK, everybody is saying namaskar. They are not taking their hands. They are doing namaskar. So our value is the most, what I'll say, in Indian values are very, very rich from the beginning only. So whichever, and the second thing, whichever industry, whichever brand you go in, that doesn't matter for me right now. I'm again talking about talking with my experience. You need to be satisfied with your work. You should be happy what you are doing it. So my mantra is be happy, and you should be satisfied with your own job. That yes, in the night when you go back home, you should say yes, I am satisfied what I did the whole day. So that is more important. Satisfaction in a job is more important.
Yes, Rinku. Absolutely, Rinku. That is a very nice take, that you should be satisfied with your job. A person who is happy with his job or happy with himself will be making others happy. That is right. Well, thank you so much, Rinku, for sparing your valuable time and sharing your views with our viewers today. I'm sure your inputs would be of great help to the future aspirants and also our students. On behalf of Avalon Shiksha Niketan team, I would like to thank you once again, and really I appreciate your presence on our show. Well, that was a very informative and interactive session, live from Mumbai, from Rinku Mandal. I would like to thank all the viewers, and a special thanks to Rohini Lama, our moderator for the show.
It was indeed a wonderful session, Madam Rinku. A special vote of thanks from the Avalon family, Siliguri, for being with us here today. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you to Tanushree and Rohini, and thank you to your institute also. And be positive and everything will be, for me, if you ask me, I'm very hopeful, and I think everything will be bounced back by end of this year. Next year, we will have a very different year for us. Thank you so much. Namaskar.
Thank you so much, Rinku. So, all of you, stay tuned for our next live session where we will be bringing you more experts from the industry for you. Till then, stay safe, keep well, and take care of yourself. Thank you so much. Goodbye and namaskar again.
Namaskar.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Well done. Well done.